Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's stream. Here on the call for you this evening is myself, voice of the Bulls, Austin Bull. Sitting here beside me, my broadcast partner, Mr. PG Peyton Mulberry. We are currently about 30 seconds in counting from kickoff.
Please rise for our national anthem.
We are about 20 seconds away from kickoff, and tonight is everybody win-win game. Alrighty, we just had the playing of our national anthem. I'm not sure who's going to be getting the ball first here this evening, but tonight, Peyton, is what they are calling the win-win week. It was win-win week. It is childhood cancer awareness week is what they're calling it. See, and so everybody's going gold this week.
Yep.
And And we also would like to apologize for the viewing of the camera and what it looks like on the live stream. The sun is bearing down on it, so it is going to be a little difficult to see for a second. And but as soon as the sun, sets, everything be back to normal. And tonight, Peyton, was the resurrection again of the Thundering Herd Bulls drum line.
I'm glad they're back and kind of get us going a little bit.
Maybe give this Bulls team a little spark for life. And seeing what Coach Whitfield was saying last night is that whoever wins this game has got themselves a spot in the playoffs. Yep. So this is a must-win for the Balko-Forgan Bulls. And it looks like the Bulls will receive, and Turpin will kick at halftime. And we're trying to get some things figured out. There's a little bit of static going on. And so, but yes, it's great to see the Thundering Herd back, Peyton. I mean, hopefully, like you said, they'll give us a spark of life. And so, Peyton, what are your keys to the game tonight?
Got to stop Turpin's air raid. They call it the air raid offense. They're going to be passing all night, and it's going to be hard to stop, but that's our game plan. We got to run the ball and just keep the ball away from them.
See, and luckily tonight, against a team that is an air raid type offense, we have another ninth defender on the field, and it is the 25-mile-an-hour wind gust this evening. So let's hope that plays in favor for the Bulls. So going to be doing the kicking duties for the Cardinals. Flag was thrown. Not sure what the penalty's on. Delay of game, maybe? I don't know.
Delay game. I think it's going to be a delay game.
So it is going to be a delay of game. Going to be doing the kicking duties for the Cardinals is number 79, Ricky Algian, nose guard offensive lineman. He is a senior. And the kick is up. Peyton Parker with it, looking to try to make a little bit of running room, and the Cardinals make a nice open field tackle. So the Bulls are going to set up shop at about the 10-yard line. Not really the field position you want if you're the Bulls. Can you hear me out there, Peyton? Everything good? You can hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So not necessarily the field position you want if you are the Balko-Forgan Bulls. But two receiver set coming up for the Bulls. Draven Starr split out wide to the right. Kane Cowan to the right. Draven to the left. Under center look coming for the Bulls. Milliken in motion. Ball snapped. He's going to keep it himself. Try to get up the middle. Get as much as he can. He's going to pick up maybe 2 yards on the carry. Going to bring up. Oh, no, a little bit more than that. About 3 to 4 yards there.
You know what formation that was? Carnival.
Yeah.
Old Carnival.
They're bringing it back, it looks like. So that's going to be 2nd and 6 coming up for the Bulls. Carnival offense that the Forgan Bulls in their earlier days were so known for.
Yes.
And so he's going to hand it off inside. And it's Draven Starr. I tell you this, I can't tell you this enough. Every week I feel like I need to say something about it. But let me tell you, I love the way that kid runs the ball. Yeah. And it looks like Reichert is playing quarterback tonight, so it's good to have him back tonight. He was a really key player in a couple of the Bulls games defensively. And, you know, it's just good to have him back on the field. So man comes in motion. That's Cowan. Ball snapped. He's going to be an end around. They're going to pick up maybe about 3 yards there on the carry. 4 yards. See, Peyton, this is the type of offense that we've been really expecting a lot from the Bulls. You know, the 4 yards, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's what we've been saying.
3 yards pop, first down every time.
3 yards a pop for 4 plays is indeed a first down every time. So Draven Starr going to be split out wide to the left, Cowan to the right. Under center look coming up for Reichert. Milliken in motion. Reichert going to keep it himself, going to try to force his way forward for as much as he can. Looks like he's going to fall forward for about a yard and a half. 3rd and 5 coming up for the Bulls. See, now that the sun has went down, it's a little easier to see the screen.
Yeah, no glare on there anymore.
So, looks like the Bulls are going to come out in a 1 receiver set. Cowan split out wide to the right. Starr and Reichert, shotgun formation coming up for the Bulls. Ball snap. They're going to hand it off to Draven. Draven going to get downfield. He's going to fight. And that's going to be good enough for our first set of downs. First down, Bulls.
I kind of like how we're switching up, Austin, every time. We're kind of switching up, making it where, like, oh, we're going to Carnival 3 straight plays, and then they go back and shotgun formation, hand off a ball.
And, you know, that's just the type of stuff that we've been really looking for the Bulls. I mean, I've said it before already once tonight, but it's what we've been looking for tonight, or for the Bulls to kind of get going in that offense. And I feel like Draven Starr, if he gets going, he's going to be hard to stop. So 1 receiver set, split out wide to the right, shotgun formation for the Bulls. Ball snapped. Reichert going to keep it himself, lower the shoulder, going to get as much as he can, going to pick up. Very solid 5 yards on the carry.
We're blocking all lines. They're just getting where the running back get about 3 or 4 yards a pop.
See, no matter what anybody says, I mean, your football team will, like, it gets his life from the offense and defensive line.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the skills players, your running back, your wide receivers, your quarterbacks, they get all the glory, but the big guys down low are the ones doing all the dirty work and making everybody look good. And so, you know what? If your offensive line is hooking up, it's going to be a real good game.
It's one in the trenches.
Yep.
That's the old saying.
Yep, it's one in the trenches. So, 2nd and 5 coming up for the Bulls. Shotgun formation, ball snapped, hands it off. Get up as much as he can. Draven Starr, nice carry by Draven. He's going to be about 2 yards shy of the first down. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Bulls.
47-yard line, Isaac on the tackle.
So see what Coach Whitfield pulls out of the bag here. And, you know, I just kind of see a little bit of life from the Bulls.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just kind of the spark that we've been missing from them all year. And, you know, you kind of see it in a must-win situation for the Bulls to keep their playoff hopes alive. And, you know, so this is the spark that we've been missing all year. So they lines blocking, Draven's getting his head down, Reichert, he's getting the play calls, wide receivers are stock blocking, running good routes, and so this is just what we've been looking for. Yep, and that's going to be a false start on the center.
Looks like false start against the Bulls. Mark off 5 yards, bring up third down.
See, and
Looks
there.
like they were doing a hard count there. And kind of a little bit, moved a little bit there. I like to play. I love Carnival, though. I think Carnival, I mean, like we said, switching up a little bit, it's going to cause confusion on the defensive side.
Because the Bulls haven't ran the Carnival offense at all this year, and so, you know, Turpin didn't really have a lot of film on it.
There's no film besides J Hall and their group, and it's hard to stop.
So Jackson in motion. Reichert loses the ball. He gets on top of it. Fourth down coming up for the Bulls.
Tackle for loss brings up
Fourth and long. Fourth and a long 9 coming up for the Bulls. See what Coach Whitfield wants to do. See if he's going to take the wind into some factor. Punt the ball here.
Fourth down 9.
And it looks like that's what they're going to do. Jackson back to punt. And it's a pretty good looking punt, returnable. He's going to get a little bit of an opening down the left sideline. He's still going. Still up. And he's trying to get tackled down by a host of Bulls and finally does. And they're going to be in pretty prime field position at about the 49-yard line. Just hard running there on the return by number 34, Jet Huffman, the junior. So now we're going to see this Bulls defense for the first time this evening. 6:30 left to go here in the first quarter of play. 0-0 is your score. And you know, Peyton, this Bulls defense has been playing really well.
We've been causing turnovers. We're probably leading the conference in turnover margin, really. We've caused a lot of turnovers the whole season. And last week, I thought defense played amazing last week.
So 2 receivers to the right. Man gets open. He's going to be going down the right sideline. It's going to be hard to get him. 10-5. Touchdown Cardinals.
And on the pass, Carson Peters.
But there is a flag down.
Walking it back, maybe.
There are flags down on the play.
Holding on the offense. That's going to take away the touchdown. Going to back up the Cardinals 10 yards. Bulls catch a break early. I tell you what, Peyton, that number 34, Jet Huffman, he just runs hard.
Yes, he's I can't remember him last year. He was, like, he hurt his knee last year. I think tore his ACL, and he was a stud last year.
After the mark off, the Cardinals will have the ball on their own 46-yard line.
So 1st and 14 coming up for the Cardinals. See what Coach Hanna giving into this Cardinals offense. Looks like the Bulls are in their patented. Oh no, maybe not.
2.
It's a 2 front here.
2 front, yep.
Ball snapped. It's going to be a jet sweep over to Huffman. Huffman going to get his head down and get back half. Or looks like a lot more than half. It's going to come down to 2nd and 2. See, in this situation in the ball game, I mean, that false start really killed you.
We were driving. I mean, I think we were about to score in about 10 plays. We were driving really good, and just like what we say, penalties, little things, doing the little things right.
Because I tell you this much, Pate, the best way to make sure the Cardinals don't score keep their offense off the field. So 2nd and 3 coming up for the Cardinals. They're going to hand it inside to Huffman. Huffman going to fight, and that's going to be good enough for a fresh set of downs for the Cardinals. Looks like he kind of got his bell rung a little bit right there. Nice hit there by Milliken, I do believe it was.
First down, Cardinals.
See, and I like what the Bulls are in right here. And, you know, since the Cardinals are such a pass first.
They don't run the ball very much. False start looks like.
False start. It's going to be called on the Cards.
See, what Turpin's trying to do is just spread the defense out, do a lot of screens, and then every now and then they'll do the inside zone stuff, just kind of spread the defense out, and which is really effective if you had the athletes on the outside just to do it.
So 1st and 15 coming up for the Cardinals. Two receivers to the right, two to the left, all alone, shotgun formation for the quarterback. That's number 3, Carson Peters Jr. Quarterback keeper, he's going to get it up the middle. It looks like he's going to be tackled down by number 11 for the Bulls. That's Gentry Parker.
All the way down to the 16-yard line of the Bulls.
See, and that's the only downside I'd have to say, because we ran about the same similar defense against teams that we knew were going to throw the ball around, and we used to call it Trojan. We used to have 2 down defensive ends, but the only bad thing is that if you have 2 really good right guards on the outside, all they have to do is flip their hips, and your quarterback just has to make the linebacker miss.
Yep, and really good play call, I thought, too, about Turpin.
So, ball snapped. Option going to pitch it out to Jet. And he's going to be forced out of bounds by number 0, Cowan, the freshman. The Cardinals are threatening here.
Levi Milliken in on the tackle. We've got 1st and goal for the Cardinals on the Bulls' 5-yard line.
So 1st and goal coming up for the Cardinals. Ball snap. Huffman going to keep it himself. Going to lower his shoulder, get down. Looks like he's going to be down at about the 1-yard line.
Formation looked like what the Eagles run, the tush push, yep. Or like what we call it, the belldozer formation.
Boomer Sooner. And it's snapped. It's going to be close. Touchdown Cardinals. So the Cardinals strike first on the scoreboard. 2-point conversion attempt on the way. See, and when you have depth like the Cardinals do, I mean, they're just having mass substitutions at a time.
If you have that, especially an 8-man, I mean, that's hard.
Especially when most of your defensive players are playing both ways.
Yes.
I mean, and special teams. I mean, it's just a killer. False start.
Yep.
It's going to be on the guard, number 55 there. Carson Hendrich, the senior, trying to get a little bit of a head start there. The refs caught him, going to back him up 5 yards. Going to make the 2-point conversion attempt a little more difficult.
Probably watch a screen pass or fake screen, probably have the tight end go on a little seam route.
So 2 receivers set to the left, to the right. Ball snap. Going to roll out to the right, looking to throw. He's got a man. 2-point conversion is good on the reception. Number 13, Austin Peters, the senior. I tell you, Peyton, they have a lot of upperclassmen, the Cardinals do. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 seniors.
Really?
6 seniors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 juniors.
I mean, they're with like a couple years ago, they had about 7 or 8 seniors and 7 juniors. What they are now, and I mean, but they played since they were freshmen. Of course, we say experience. You get an experience like that earlier.
And on their starting squad, they have 3 not starting squad, but on their squad, they only have 3 freshmen.
Really? Yeah. Experience matters. It really does. Which Turpin last year, they made it to. They probably should have made it to the semis, but then they made it to the quarters because they had their quarterback, and I think both their starting running backs were hurt.
And their starting center last year is actually now on the Oklahoma Sooner roster. So that shows you what kind of talent we have here in small school in America. I mean, D1 talent here in the Panhandle.
Oh, yeah.
So going to be doing the kicking duties. Offensive lineman, number 79, Ricky Olgan, senior. 8-0 is your score. 4:20 left to go here in the first quarter. Back deep to return for the Bulls. Gentry Parker and Kane Cowan. And the ball is going to be kicked deep. Get out of bounds. And it's going to be an illegal kick out of bounds. Bulls get another bailout right there.
And the kickoff traveled out of bounds. Bring the ball up to the 35-yard line.
So the Bulls are going to start in pretty good field position. They're going to set up shop at the 35-yard line following the penalty. So, Peyton, like what I want to see is exactly where we left off on the last drive.
Same thing.
Just we can't shoot ourselves in the foot with penalties and unforced, errors. It's just
we had the ball for what? 6-7 minutes.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
So hopefully to see that 3 yards in a cloud of dust type offense from the Bulls. 2 receivers split out wide to the left. Jackson and Reichert in the backfield. And the ball goes over the head of Reichert. All he can do is fall on it.
And a bad snap takes the ball back for the Bulls. Bring up second and long.
So second and a country mile coming up for the Bulls.
22-yard line.
Ball snapped, hands it off to Jackson. Tackle's going to be made a couple yards after the line of scrimmage. And on the tackle, number 50, Ryder Ireland Jr. See what Coach Whitfield has in his playbook for a 3rd and a country mile coming up for the Bulls. 3rd and 19. So 2 receivers split out wide to the left. Ball snap. Reichert looking to throw. Really good defense being played by the Cardinals. Reichert going to try to run back around, make something happen. Looking like Johnny Football going to cut up field. A lot of running for about a 4-yard gain. Flag is on the field. Might be a holding. I hope not. But usually when a flag is thrown in the backfield, that's usually what it is. Looks like a Cardinal is slow to get up on the field. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be back live here on YouTube TV with more Bulls action. And we are back live here at Lep Field here in Forgan, America, here in the Panhandle, where 2 Panhandle teams are dogging it out for a playoff spot. And it was, in fact, a holding, so 4th and a long 15 coming up for the Bulls. Looks like they're going to punt it away. Doing the punting duties is number 14, the junior, Johnny Martinez. And the punt is up and away, out of bounds. It's going to roll out of bounds at about the 50-yard line.
Goes out of bounds at right about midfield at the Cardinal 49-yard line, where they will take over on down.
So they're going to set up shop in prime field position.
Probably watching the first play here, might be a screen pass.
So see what the Bulls defense can produce here. It's one of them situations, Peyton. Bend but don't break.
Yep. Turnover time, that's what I'm smelling right now.
So ball snap, drops back to pass. Got all day to throw, going to scramble out to the left. Ain't got nothing open. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be forced out of bounds by number 42, Draven Starr.
So Bulls did a good job there, like we talked about, have about a couple of quarterback spies there. Kind of like playing the zone, but also they're there just to keep the quarterback contained.
So 2nd and 5 coming up for the Cardinals.
The Bulls just short of the 45-yard line.
So 2 receivers split out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Inside handoff goes to Huffman. Huffman going to be tackled down by a host of Bulls. Number 4 in there on the tackle, Connor Van Fredenberg. Playing that left end position. So 3rd and short, going to go under center. I bet it's going to be a quarterback keeper, and that's exactly what it is.
Start. Looks like a false start there on the right side.
And a false start is going to be called. That's going to back them up 5. Going to make it 3rd and 6 for the Cardinals. Big 4th down here, Peyton. Or 3rd down, excuse me.
Makes it 3rd and 5, a little bit more. Backed up to the 46-yard line of the Bulls, 3rd down.
Man comes. Oh, I thought they were coming. He was coming in motion. I guess you could call it he is. Going to the left side of the line of scrimmage. 1 receiver to the right, 2 to the left. I can almost bet it might be a screen.
Yep.
And it's not. I bet he's going to drop back to pass, and that might have been a hold.
That's what I was thinking.
He's going to throw it up, and it's going to be caught by number 34, Huffman, Jet Huffman. I kind of saw a hold there on Connor Van Fredenberg.
I thought there was there too. Also good throw there by
number 6, I think, is a quarterback, right? Riley Fowler.
First down on the Bulls.
No, number 3, excuse me, Carson Peters, junior.
There. I mean, Bulls defense, they played that perfectly. Just got tip your hat. Really good throw and really good catch there.
So 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation, ball snap. Quarterback keeper left. He's got a little bit of an opening, and he's going to get tripped up. But not after he picks up a nice 15 yards. Tackled down at about the 10-yard line. 1st and goal coming up for the Cardinals. 37 seconds left to go and counting here in the first quarter of play. Bulls are currently trailing for those just tuning in. 8-0. Cardinals are threatening to score again. So 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Quarterback keeper, it's an option. He gets it out to Huffman. Huffman just waltzes into the end zone untouched. Touchdown Cardinals.
Results in a touchdown.
So 2-point conversion attempt on the way. Another mass substitution coming in for the Cardinals.
Probably look at the bulldozer formation there.
Looks like a timeout's going to be called for the Cardinals. We're going to take one with them, and we will be back live here on YouTube TV with more Bulls action. And we are back live. 2-point conversion attempt on the way. Huffman waltzes in for the 2-point conversion.
Huffman takes the direct snap and
Enlarges their lead, 16-0.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter.
For the Turpin Cardinals,
Bulls trailing 16 zelch.
Balko-Forgan Bulls, nothing.
Still a lot of game left here a lot of time left, in this ball game. Enough time for the Bulls to rally. So, Payne, after the first quarter of play, what do you think the Bulls could improve on here?
Like we talked about penalties. I mean, first drive we're driving. I mean, they couldn't stop Carnival and switching up a little bit, and we get 3rd and 1 and we get a penalty. But other than that, I think the Bulls are playing pretty good. I mean, on defense, I mean, there's bang plays that they just make, and sometimes you just gotta tip your hat.
Reminder to go down and purchase or give a free will donation.
And once again, Peyton, tonight is a win-win game is what they're calling it, win-win week. We are trying to bring more awareness to childhood cancer. Go gold this month for childhood awareness, cancer awareness.
Lights off in the outfield, please. Lights off on the north end of the stadium, please.
Looks like they're celebrating a birthday down on the sideline. Happy birthday, whoever it was. So going to be doing the kicking duties is going to be Allian.
And we'll change directions, and the Cardinals will kick off to the ball. Parker and Cowan back deep for the Bulls.
Cowan and Parker back deep to return. It's going to be a poocher right down the middle. Parker's going to have a chance at it, and he's going to be down right there.
And it looks like the knee touched. So we will stop.
Not sure what he threw there. Can't say I've ever seen that on a kickoff return. A ref throw something.
I don't know if I have either.
Scratch that. Let's make that the 17-yard line.
17-yard line is where the Bulls are going to set up shop.
First down, Bulls.
So, ball snapped. Reichert has it. He's going to pitch it out to Draven. Draven getting a little bit of running room. Clock's going to stop because that's good enough for a fresh set it down. First down, Bulls.
Gunner post in on the tackle.
Good job there by Reichert letting the play develop.
First down, Bulls.
Good play call, too. I love read option. I love having the decision, let the DN decide what you want to do on that play.
Yep. And the corner just didn't get down.
Nope.
Field in time. So Bulls, one receiver set, split out wide to the left is Cowan. Ball snap, going to hand it inside to Draven Starr. Draven Starr finds a little bit of a crease of an opening. That's going to get him about 6 on the carry. Second and 4 coming up for the Bulls.
Ireland in on the tackle. Second down, 4.
Ireland in on the tackle. Number 50. See what Coach Whitfield is pulling out of the bag here for a second and short. One receiver split out wide to the right. Ball snapped. Going to hand it off to Tyree Jackson. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage, maybe half-yard gain. Third and short.
Tyree Jackson with a pick
Coming up
2.
for the Bulls.
Third down, 4.
I tell you, Peyton, it did, in fact, get a little chilly this
Yeah.
evening. Football weather.
I love it.
Football weather is upon us.
Probably last day for 80s, like the rest of the year until marked. Going to be 60s and 50s. That feels pretty good to me, I think.
I'd have to strongly disagree, but third down coming up for the Bulls. Draven Starr in the backfield with Reichert. One receiver split out wide to the right, shotgun formation. He's going to hand it off to Starr. Starr going to try to find a little bit of wiggle room. Nothing's going to be found. And on the tackle for the Turpin Cardinals is number 55. That would be Hendrick, the senior.
Ball on the Bulls.
So fourth and about, let's say, 7 coming up for the Bulls.
2-yard line.
Kind of thinking that they having some thoughts about maybe possibly going for it, huh?
Wouldn't be a bad decision.
I bet Coach Whitfield's going to let the play clock go down a little bit before he decides to go for it. And a timeout is going to be called. We're going to take one with them, and we will be back live here on YouTube TV with more Bulls action.
Bulls call timeout.
And we are back live here. Big fourth down coming up for the Bulls. Desperate need of a little bit of life. And they're going to throw it. Intercepted by Hendrick. He's going to be running down the right sideline. Nobody's going to get him. And they get him, actually. Reichert in on the tackle. I think that was supposed to be one of them bang-bang plays. Just the tight end going up the seam didn't get his head turned around.
I thought it was a good play calling, but linebacker for Turpin, he read that perfectly.
7-yard line.
It's actually a nose guard.
It was a nose guard?
Number 50 on there says offensive line, defensive line.
He read that perfectly then.
So first and goal coming up for the Cardinals. Ball snapped. Huffman going to keep it himself. Touchdown Cardinals.
Huffman with the direct snap again. Takes it in for the touchdown.
Going to bring your score 22-0. 2-point conversion on the way. Looked like Flowers was a little shaken up on that play. He hobbles over to the sideline. 2-point conversion attempt is good. Huffman finds his way into the end zone. He's going to bring your score 24-0. 8:30 left to go here in the second quarter of play. You know, Peyton, the first drive was the drive that the Bulls really needed.
Yep.
That's the drive that they really need back.
And we're, like, kind of the first drive, we're driving really good when we don't have penalties and stuff right now. I mean, it's like we always say, every week, penalties and turnovers, the less you have, the higher chance you have to win. They can't really stop that carnival formation. It kind of throws Turpin in a loop right now.
It's just, you know, the Bulls don't really have an answer for Huffman, number 34. He is a very, very solid football player.
Yes, he looks a lot more explosive than last year, and he was a stud last year. I'm telling you.
See, and that's what we talk about all the time, you know, experience.
Yep, experience.
A difference 1 year can make on a player is everything.
Yeah.
So, a bit back deep to return for the Bulls is going to be Parker and Cowan.
Parker and Cowan, back deep for the Bulls.
Doing the kicking duties is Alkin. And the ball's a nice looking kick up the middle. Kane Cowan's going to field it. He's going to be surrounded. And he's going to find a little bit of an opening. Makes a cutback. Going to set up shop nicely at about the 26-yard line. See, it confuses me every time, that ref in the backfield. It's like he throws a flag.
Is it like a placement? Would it be a placement marker?
Sure. It's something.
It's something, all right.
We'll
just call it a flag.
26-yard line.
Yeah, definitely chilled up. I'm glad I'm out here in the booth and you're outside, you know, filming.
I don't feel too bad right now. I kind of like this weather, too. So.
Yeah, I'm not very fond of it. I'm an old person when it comes to
Hey,
my bones are rickety and old.
I'm old, too. I feel you.
So 1st and 10 coming up for the Bulls. Milliken comes in motion. Carnival offense again, going to pick up about 3 to 4 yards on the carry.
Carnival, I don't think we had a negative yard play, have we?
I don't think so.
Pick up a 3 on the play.
So 2nd and 7 coming up for the Bulls. Hey, Thursday night football tonight, Peyton. Your Broncos are taking on the Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs.
Mark that as a loss, probably. Go Broncos, I guess.
Loyal and true?
I guess.
Chiefs winning 3-0, 4:24 left to go in the first quarter. So ball's going to be snapped. Going to hand it off to Draven. Draven's going to try to fight for as much as he can. Not much of an opening. Looks like he might have lost a yard on the carry.
Turpin Star picks up. Gets back to the line of scrimmage.
I think there's some pretty good games going on this evening. I think Shattuck and Laverne are playing tonight.
No, really?
I think that's what.
Third down, 6.
Yes, they are. Laverne's on top of Shattuck, 6-0. 3 minutes left to go in the second quarter.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard fought. I mean, those games are always good to watch.
Gremlin Hillsdale and Palm Creek Hunter are playing. A couple other games going on in Class B. Wilson beating Alec 37-0. Reichert going to throw it over to Jackson. Tyree, a little bit of an opening. He's going to flip over a defender. They're going to be good enough for a fresh set of downs. First down, Bulls. Beaver and Hollis having a pretty close game right now. 6-14 is your score for Beaver and Hollis.
Who's winning?
Hollis.
Hollis is, okay. We go to Hollis next week.
Don't remind me. I'm not looking forward to that drive.
Not too bad. It's only 3 hours.
Yeah, well, the first 2 hours are through pretty desolate lands, I'll tell you. O'Keene is beating Southwest Covenant 22-0.
Now, I think Southwest, was that the team that gave them the game against Sealing, or was it OBA?
Yep, it's OBA.
OBA. Southwest, though, they're always good, too.
Garber is beating Cherokee 14-6. Sealing in the Wacomas game is over. That game went to halftime, 46-0. The undefeated #1 in the state Wildcats are undefeated. They stay perfect. Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. So 2nd and 6 coming up for the Bulls. Got a nice little drive going.
46-yard line.
So Cowan split out wide to the left. Timeout's going to be called by the Bulls. Their second charge timeout of the half. We're going to take one with them, and we will be back live here on YouTube TV with more Bulls action. One. And we are back live here at left field. 2nd and 6 coming up for the Bulls. Reichert going to call his own number, going to cut it up. Flag is going to fly. I bet it's going to be a holding.
I was thinking too, but
First down, but there are flags on the play. Holding against the Bulls.
And it is going to be a holding. That's going to back them up 10. I will say, Peyton, I haven't seen him do the holding from the spot that it happened.
yeah.
I can't say I've seen him do that. Or is that what they usually do, or?
I think they usually do it from the spot, and then like, so say like we score a 60-yard touchdown or something like that, then they'll do it from the spot, and then they'll move it back 10 yards. So instead of being like 1st and 10, it'll be like 1st and 7, 1st and 6 or something like that, usually. Which I don't know how that stuff works at all. I really don't. I wish I did.
Okay, well, so 2nd and 16 coming up for the Bulls. Reichert going to throw it up to Cowan. Cowan incomplete, out of reach of the freshman phenom, number 0, Cowan. Nice little play call there. I really did like the play call. Just like to see a little bit more accurate of a pass.
Yep. It's a good play call.
Yep, good play call. Got the corner up. Kane did a really good job selling the run, and then he just released, and pressure got to Reichert, and it's just over the head. So under center look coming up for the Bulls. Jackson coming in motion. He's going to reverse field, and he's going to be brought down for the sack. That's going to be number 22, Gunnar Post.
Gets into the backfield for tackle for loss. Brings up 4th down.
4th down coming up for the Bulls. I can imagine they're going to punt it here.
35-yard line of the Bulls. Johnny Martinez in the punt.
And the punt unit is out. There's Martinez. And he's going to punt it away. It's a little bit of a poocher punt. Cardinals going to have a chance to return it, and they do. They get to about the 40-yard line. Already starting off in Bulls territory.
Yep, looked like there was a little tip there by that guy that was rushing there.
To the Bulls 40-yard line, 1st down Cardinals.
So Cardinals offense out on the field. 2 receivers set, it looks like. Huffman to the right. Peters to the left. Shotgun formation. Ball snapped, looking to throw, and it's a little curl route in the middle of the field, and he's going to be tackled down by number 0, Cowan. It's going to be good enough for a Cardinal first down. 3:40 left to go here in the first half of play. Ball snapped. Quarterback going to keep it himself. Makes a man miss, cutting up field, and he's going to be brought down by number 19, Levi Milliken.
Picks up a long 5, second down.
So 2nd and 5 coming up for the Cardinals. Just under 3 minutes here left to go here in the first quarter of play. Man comes in motion, going to give it off to Huffman, end around. He's going to cut up field. Let me tell you, Peyton, he's a hard man to bring down.
First down, Cardinals.
It's going to be good enough for a fresh set of downs for the Cardinals. Clock's going to stop momentarily. Oh, no, they're going to keep it running. Never mind.
At the 11-yard line, so they can make another first down before a touchdown.
So 2 receivers, 1 to the left, 1 to the right, going to hand it off. He's going to be stopped in his tracks by number 19, Levi Milliken. Been saying his name a lot tonight. Levi's playing a pretty good game. They're playing defensive end on the right side in their new-looking formation, closing down off the A gaps and playing the B gap. I will have to say that's pretty hard.
Yeah,
that's pretty hard job right there.
Really hard to just stop one gap sometimes, but doing 2, that's a really good job by Levi tonight.
So ball snapped. Quarterback rushing. He's going to throw it up, and it's in and out of the hands, incomplete. Huffman in and out of the hands.
Bring up third down.
So 3rd and 7 coming up for the Cardinals. Need to get to the 2-yard line for a fresh set of downs. So 2 receivers to the right. No, 3 receivers, excuse me, to the right, 1 to the left. I can almost imagine this might be a screen or a quarterback keeper, and it was, in fact, a screen. Quarterback got rocked right there by number 14, Martinez. It's going to be close to a first down. It's going to be 4th and 1, it looks like. Nope. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line for the Cardinals.
Bet that you know what they're going to do here,
And
Austin.
we have first and goal at the 1.
I got a really good idea.
Got a good idea, too.
Man might have moved a little early. No penalty marker down. Touchdown Cardinals. I saw a little bit of a false start, Peyton.
I thought I saw 2 or 3 move before the ball snapped.
So that's going to give the Cardinals a touchdown on the quarterback keeper. Wildcat look coming up for the Cardinals. Huffman going to try to get to the corner of the end zone, and he does. 2-point conversion is good for the Cardinals. Going to bring your score 32-0. Minute 20 left to go here in this first half of play. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we will be back live here on YouTube TV with more of action. And we are back live here in Forgan, America, where your Bulls are currently trailing 32-0. Ball's kicked deep. Parker has a chance to return it. I tell you, I think he's throwing a penalty. It feels like he's throwing a penalty flag after every kickoff, and it just throws me off.
I know. He waves it every time he picks it up. I'm guessing it's a placement marker. That's my guess.
First down, Bulls.
So minute 13 left to go here in the first half of play. Bulls in dire need of some points on the scoreboard. Kane Cowan split out wide to the right. Shotgun formation coming up for Reichert and Starr. Man comes in motion. Reichert going to be swallowed up in the backfield for a loss of about 2. Second down and 12 coming up for the Bulls. So shotgun formation, 2 receiver set. Starr comes in motion. They're going to hand it off to Starr. He's got a little bit of daylight. He's going to get some of it back. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 5. Pickup of 7 on the carry.
Turpin Starr brings it around.
Direct snap, I can guess, coming up for the Bulls. Nope. Shotgun formation, ball snapped. Reichert gets the play off, going to pitch it over to Jackson. Jackson going to be forced out of bounds, and that's going to do it for your half. Bulls trailing 32-0. We're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we will be back live here on YouTube TV with your halftime analysis. And we are back live here in left field here in Forgan, Oklahoma, here in the panhandle of Oklahoma. Some chilly weather going on. Bulls looking to onside kick it.
Appears to have the distance.
See who it goes in favor of, and I think the Cardinals recovered. Really good effort there by the Bulls.
I like the play call too. I love doing onside kicks, so it is. I love it.
Really good aggressive call to start off the half. So Bulls defense trots out to the field. Ball snapped. They're going to hand it off to Huffman. Huffman
Turpin with the keeper.
Flag's going to fly. Maybe a holding.
5 yards.
I think it is a holding.
Fix the chains. And we have holding against Cardinals.
It's a holding, and I think the chain gang already moved. Maybe not. I don't know. Replay first down. So 1st and 20
So we'll replay first
coming
down.
up for the Cardinals. So shotgun formation coming up for the Cardinals. Ball snap, drops it back to pass, rolls out to the right. He's got a man. He's going to cut up field. A lot of green grass in front of him. He's going to be finally brought down by Cowan and Reichert.
Kind of like that play call. You don't know if you notice that tight end. He only goes like 2 yards, and then he waits for like 2 seconds. Then he'll move 5 or 6 yards back,
All the way down to the ball,
and it's
40-yard
wide
line.
open.
So that's going to be good enough for a fresh set of downs for the Cardinals. 2 receiver set, 1 to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Quarterback going to roll out to the right. Going to keep it himself, call his own number, and he's going to be brought down on the play by number 14, Martinez, in on the tackle.
Gain 6 on the play.
Pickup of about 7 on the play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 4 coming up for the Cardinals. 2 receivers split out wide to the right, 1 to the left. Shotgun formation. Huffman and Peters. Ball snapped. Quarterback keeper going to keep it himself, going to try to get his head down and get as much as he can. It's going to pick up about a yard. 3rd down coming up for the Cardinals.
Johnny Martinez in on the tackle for Turpin.
Back-to-back tackles for the freshman Martinez. Watch the ball here, Peyton. Might try to
Yes.
get you on a hard count. Martinez.
If I read option here, wouldn't surprise me.
And they're going to hand it off to Huffman, and I think he's going to have enough for a fresh set of downs, and he does.
Huffman
Picks
with
up
the
about
handoff
4
for
on the
first
carry.
down. Levi Milliken in with the stop.
Good tackle there by number 19, Levi Milliken, the junior, playing middle linebacker. Ball snapped. Throws it out to Huffman in the flats. He makes a cut. Loses his footing. He's going to fall forward for about 5 or 6, 7. Excuse me, 7. 2nd and 3 coming up.
Rickard in on the tackle. 2nd gain of 7. 2nd down 3. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Looking to pass. Screen play out to the left. Got a little bit of a run. He's going to go down to about
And he's in for
the goal line.
touchdown.
Touchdown Cardinals. There is a flag in the backfield, though.
Looks like a holding.
Illegal man
Oh.
downfield.
Had an illegal man downfield, looks like.
Wasn't that a screen pass, Austin?
Yeah, it's a screen. I don't.
'Cause on screen.
Good call. Good call.
I think it's a great call, but
Illegal man downfield on the
a little
offense.
confused there. But
The
great
ball
call.
was out of the quarterback's
Yeah.
hand, I'd have to say.
Like in a
and
split second.
yes, as soon as he got the ball, it was going to the flats. And that gives offensive linemen every opportunity to go
Yeah.
upfield.
Yeah, good call.
So great call there by the official.
28-yard line again.
I can now say I've seen it all. So two receivers split out wide to the left, one to the right. Shotgun formation. Ball snap. Peters looks left. Going to throw it over the top, and there's Huffman.
Pass down to Huffman is complete for the
Touchdown Cardinals.
Just a beautiful ball there too. He's a great quarterback.
Just little two-step drop in the pocket. Nice post route there by Huffman. I tell you what, Huffman is a heck of a ball player.
He is. You know what he plays? You know what position he plays, Austin?
He plays the yes position.
He plays the.
He plays the football.
plays the football. He's a stud. Yeah, he's good.
He is a really good player. So 2-point conversion attempt coming up for Huffman. Taking the snap, and he waltzes his way into the end zone for a 2-point conversion. That's going to bring your score 40-0. 8:51 left to go here in the third quarter of play. Bulls in dire need of a touchdown. Any points on the scoreboard.
Well, what do we got this weekend, Austin?
Well,
college football wise, what do we got?
Well, my Sooners are on a bye week. My Steelers are on a bye week, so
Thank goodness. Sooners needed a well-deserved bye week after last week.
big win against the Texas
Big
Longhorns. All the Texas fans out there, we're back.
Oh man, you got
It's okay. We'll have a rematch of the
Yeah,
Red
that's gonna
River
be-
Showdown in the Big 12 Championship come December.
December 4th to be precise. I'm ready for that game already. We got USC and Notre Dame. That's gonna be a good one.
That's going to be a good time.
Kansas at OSU.
Rock'em Chock'em Hawks, baby.
Dundee will find a way to win one of those games. Don't know much else. I think every other team feels like they're on a bye week this week.
Oregon, are they playing?
Oregon and Washington. That's the
Oregon
game of
and
the week,
Washington,
2:30. That's gonna be a good game. Washington has a stud quarterback that's averaging 450 yards a game.
Something like that. He's the top of the Heisman
It's
race.
pretty crazy, 450 yards a game. Probably haven't seen that since before we were born.
Baker Mayfield?
I don't know if he threw 450 a game. That's a lot.
For those of you like myself, 450 yards, that's 4 football fields and a half.
A lot of passing yards. You don't see that. You don't see that much of the game, let alone you average it for a season.
So going to be doing the kicking duties is Olgan. I really hope I'm saying that last name right. And so Cowan going to return it. Going to try to make a man miss. Nice cut by Cowan, and he's going to be run down by number 50. Had a pick six there in the second quarter. Or no, it wasn't a pick six. He had a pick there in the second quarter on that 4th down attempt by the Bulls. So that's going to be, Bulls are going to set up in pretty decent real estate at about the, let's say, 25-yard line, 24-yard line. Reichert gets the call in from Coach Whitfield.
The ball is just short of the 20.
So shotgun formation for Reichert. He's going to hand it off to Tyree Jackson. Jackson going to fight for as much as he can. Going to pick up about 2 on the carry. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Bulls. Good job there defensively by the Cardinals. Because the Bulls have some weapons on offense. They're young, but they do, in fact, have them weapons.
Running inside today, I think we've done a pretty good job. We're getting about 4 or 5 yards a game.
So Reichert takes the snap. He pitches it over to Jackson. Looks like he's going to pick up maybe 1 on the carry.
Pitch to Jackson picks up a yard.
3rd and 7 coming up for the Bulls. Who does Texas play this week, Peyton?
Bye week.
Bye week for the long
bye
one.
week.
Okay.
Yep. I think they play Houston at Houston the next week.
And who does OU have? UCF. We're going to that
UCF,
game.
We are going to that.
Boomer
game.
Sooner, baby.
Should be a good one. 11 a.m. ABC.
Woohoo. So shotgun formation coming up for the Bulls. Ball snap by Reichert. Going to try to get to the right side. Going to try to pick up as much as he can, maybe 2 yards on the carry. I can imagine Coach Whitfield has a play already in hand coming up for this 4th down attempt. 4th and 4.
Got any high school scores up?
Let me go check on that Shattuck and Laverne game. I'd have to say that'd probably be the game of the week.
Yeah, low scoring game, I think.
Defenses came to play in that one.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Shattuck 0, the Laverne Tigers 14. 10 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter in that game. See, and we just saw how physical that Shattuck was last week with the Jones at quarterback, and they had some really good players around him. I mean, so they're a pretty solid squad this year.
You say 10 minutes to go in the 4th quarter?
Yeah,
3rd quarter.
There's plenty of desserts down there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Shattuck and Shattuck Laverne, they always have games of games. I mean, I'm telling you, when they come to play, they play defense.
And join us the 27th, 2 weeks for senior night.
Sealing won this week, right?
Yes, they beat Wacomas 46-0. Besides, for my Bulls, I am rooting for the Sealing Wildcats. My mom is an alumni from Sealing High School, class of 1973. So she's always been a Wildcat fan, even in my high school days when we would go to Sealing and play the Wildcats.
Yeah.
She'd wear a Sealing shirt. I'd be like, Mom, you know I'm playing tonight, don't you? No, I'm just kidding. My mom was my biggest fan in high school, but she loves her Wildcats, I'll tell you that much. Two receiver set, split out wide to the right, one to the left, shotgun formation. Ball snapped. Going to keep it himself, going to try to get as much as he can. He gets loose on the right sideline. New quarterback into the game. That's number 11, Omar Para. Maybe I said that right. He's a sophomore.
Sophomore, okay.
He's got quick feet about him, I'll tell you that much.
He can run. He can run.
See, and I grew up in a time where, you relied on strength and power in 8-man football, but in today's 8-man football, it's all about speed.
It is.
So ball snap, Pra pitches it out to Peters. Flag's going to fly. He's going to bring it back, and it's a big, big gain for the Cardinals.
Holding or blocking the back.
Let's see if they call an illegal man downfield.
Takes the ball down to the 20-yard line, first down.
I will be confused if they call that.
And it is a holding on the Cardinals.
Flag on the play.
Regent Prep putting it on Barnesdale, 41-14. Surreal on top of Centro Marlowe, 38-zip. Covdug on top of Canton, 42-0. Into the first quarter, Kremlin Hillsdale trailing 53-0 against Palm Creek Hunter.
What about Dewar? Is there a Dewar score in there?
58-0 in the second quarter.
Yeah.
They're on top of Porham right now.
Yep, they're pretty good.
Drumright, number 5 team in the state, is beating Yale 22-6. Yale is a 5-1 squad.
Yeah, I know Drumright's pretty good too.
Parra going to keep it himself, going to pick up as much as he can. He's going to get about 13 on the carry.
Gets back a ton of the yards.
Looks like there was a lot of games being played tonight, Pate.
Yeah.
A couple games in Class B being played tomorrow is Oklahoma Bible. They're traveling to Ringwood tomorrow to take on the.
Good one. Ringwood.
Are they the Red Devils?
Ringwood, I think so. Aren't they?
Sure. We'll call them the Red Devils. And you got Weber Falls going up against Midway.
Weber Falls, huh?
See what's going on in Class C tonight. See what all games are popping, as the young kids say.
Don't say that, please. Don't you ever
Timberlake
say that.
on top of Buffalo, 32-0. Parra going to keep it himself, going to cut it upfield. Nice cut there by Parra. He's still running. He kind of reminds me of Deuce Vaughn. Deuce on the loose.
Oh, yeah?
That's going to be good enough for a fresh set of downs for the Cardinals.
I think he starts for the Cowboys, doesn't he? Or does he come off is he second string?
I think he's second string behind Tony Pollard.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good 1-2 punch right there, we'll have to say.
Tyrone is beating Medford 40-24. That's the halftime score.
Game. Medford has some dudes.
They're pretty solid. Deer Creek Lamont is trailing Boise City 20-14. Fox at the end of the third quarter is 0-0 still.
Oh, that's a good defense. That's what you call defense right there.
Well, Granfield lost to 6-0 Tipton Tigers, 56-0.
Yeah, I would say Tipton will probably be in the state championship this year again.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. Parra going to keep it himself, gets a good-looking block, still on his feet, going to pick up about 7 on the carry, 8, 9. I tell you, it's kind of hard to judge it from up here.
It feels like they only get about 6 yards, and all of a sudden they get a first down. You're like, oh, okay.
Couple good games tomorrow night in Class C. Oaks is traveling to Watts. I can't say I've ever heard of Watts before.
I don't think I've ever heard of Oaks before either.
Corn Bible is going to Temple. And the number 4 team in Class C football is traveling to Thackerville. Mod,
okay.
So handoff. It's going to be close. It's going to be good enough for a fresh set of downs for the Cardinals. Now, I don't really know much about the big A, like the bigger schools, 11-man, the fake football.
Fake football.
But I'd have to say that Hominy might be pretty decent. They're up 76-0 on Chelsea. 11 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Do they have a 45 rule in 11-man?
Nope, they are there for the entire butt kicking.
Okay. Just wondering on
Stratford is winning 14-0.
Stratford, Texas?
I have no idea. They're playing Elmore City, Purnell. Clock's going to stop. I think there might have been a penalty flag thrown. Was there a penalty flag thrown, or am I seeing
thought
things?
there was too, but maybe another place marker. I don't know.
Okay, they're going to call for the.
Enough for a first down, first and goal.
Fairview is putting it on Moreland right now.
Yeah, Fairview.
55-6.
Yeah, Fairview. They'll be in it again. It feels like they just relock and reload every year.
Hooker is beating Texoma Goodwell. Oh, nice cut there by Parra. Texoma Goodwell is trailing to the Hooker Bulldogs 26-0.
Yeah.
Thomas Fay Custer is on top of Burns Flatdale City at 28-0.
Thomas Fay, I think they produced a couple D1 athletes over there.
Yeah, I'd have to say so. They had a really good offensive tackle, and he's playing at the Oklahoma State University.
Yep. He used to play the yes position.
Yeah, he was a pretty solid player. And he's going to lower his shoulder, get into the end zone, and that's going to do it for your ball game here at Lepp Field in Forgan, America. Your final score is going to be 46-0. Bulls fall to the Turpin Cardinals in the win-win week. Childhood Cancer Awareness. And Balko, they raised the most money this week.
Yep, they did.
They raised the most money this week out of the 3 schools, Turpin, Forgan, and Balko. And, they came up with a little over $5,000 and for the childhood awareness cause. And let me tell you, that's just amazing to see 3 communities come together and come together. I mean, even in a competitive nature.
Yep.
And so
I love it.
And so, Peyton, this is going to be a really out of left field Watonga Cheese Factory player of the game. He had about 9 tackles tonight, and I'm going to go with the junior, Levi Milliken.
I hope you're going with him. I think he played really good on defense. Was there everywhere, played linebacker, DN. I mean, he played outstanding tonight on defense.
And so next week, traveling to Hollis.
Yep.
It's It's going to be a fun road trip.
It will be. I'm excited for it. I don't know about you, but I am excited.
I'm not very fond of road trips, I'm not going to lie. The last time we took a trip to Hollis, it's been the only time I ever slept in a car.
Only time you slept on a bus, I think.
On a bus, yes. And so that's going to do it for this week's program. Your Bulls fall to the Turpin Cardinals 46-0. Until next week, be sure to tune in on YouTube TV with more Bulls action. Y'all have a good one. God bless.